Excuse me. This might be a little awkward going back here, but that's where you wanted to go.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly, in the hopes that you will comply with his request, and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now, I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristen nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal. I'm sure he only told you such a thing to lower your guard. All the easier to slide a blade between your ribs. This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you. Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago. Refusal without reason is treasonous.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious agenda would allow that.
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
For the same reason that a sprat would not answer a Canid's invitation to dinner.
Not quite how I would put it. We simply do not answer to the Consul. I viewed answering his summons as contradictory with my present duties, and chose to ignore them.
If you had nothing to hide, you would have answered his summons. Now, I'm here to make certain you can avoid them no longer.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have allowed that willingly.
That's right. It's filled with emulsified plasma. And it's not visible except under colorized light. Truly nefarious technology.
Keep back! It's good that I'm not a more headstrong sentinel, lest this situation have devolved into violence and killed us all. I shall waylay your arrest.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up the Supreme Arbiter's death.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
No. My earlier reluctance to kill this Sentinel does not denote trust. There's no guarantee he wouldn't attempt to arrest us at a later point.
This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot here speaks true.
What must you think of me, or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to Arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations about our beloved Consul. But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus Collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation. Secret is a misnomer. The room appears to have been built by mistake, but someone forestalled its demolition without marking it on station blueprints. This is what is suspect.
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close before snapping our necks.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the Consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this Sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. There is no duty to be done. It is within your Arbiter's rights to learn the truth of their mentor's death. And as mentioned, I misinterpreted this situation. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks. That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristen. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post. Yes, but never for long, and it's been many years. I also have no recollection of any hidden room, so we may have some hunting to do. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend. I shall make certain no other puppets of the console yet seek us. On your way.
So, the Sovereign was undergoing mental refreshment. I do not believe for a moment that he truly was in need of it. And I fear he shall never be the same. I am no physician, but I understand the dire implications of what you have said. Thank you for your candor. I have no use for false hopes. The Consul shall be made to pay for his part in this. Then we shall figure out what best to do with the Sovereign.
I think we're done here now. Okay. Cloister. Secret room on Oculus collating post. Travel there and do some sleuthing. Alright, I think we gotta go to, yeah, we're dealing with that right now. Okay. Alright, back to Praetor, I think. But I kind of want to talk to the bridge lady. Can I get there this way? What's the fastest way there? It's going to be... This is the bridge. Over here. I mean, I could just go that way, but I don't want to kill them all. I don't want to go that way and this way. Or down and all the way down this way. Let's go this way. That way if I can talk to them. Restricted. Access granted. How are we doing on our stuff here? Oh, we got so much. rolling. I wonder if I can put the bridge down from here. Cool. Nice. I think I'm good here. Bridge armory key card. To all patrons, first thing we have to summon I commend your steadfast holding position when we celebrate the repelled attack of the bridge. We also strategic losses. We own this current calmer to bolster ourselves. Thank you for your duties in the matriarch. To long have our ranks so sullied. We must discover many wrongdoers within the box. They and their closer and stronger friends and imperative you will do the same. Remember, a warden student pursue the predator. Oh, that's Montelia, yeah. The enemy base over the hill leaves me restless. I hear their comings and goings day in and down. All I can think of is how well placed strike they would put it into our Alright, let's keep going. I think we're going to go to Prater, assuming that that secret room I found was the room that Tristen wants to go to. That's the only place I can think it is. And I'll bring you too, because there's a camp there too. And that should be what you want. Alright, I think we say goodbye. I don't think we have to come back here ever again. I definitely like this place. This is my favorite planet. Of the three I've went to so far.
I've only visited Oculus Collating Post a handful of times, and that was long before its deprecation. But something is to be found there. I'm sure of it.
So, Arbiter Rao. I can sympathize with his plight to some extent. Dead mentor, apparent cover-up, sure, I'd be mad too. But why do we have to be the ones to help him? Hasn't he got any other Protectorate hullheads to come to his aid? Maybe I ought to spell this out. I'm his enemy commander, and he's mine. Letting him aboard is putting both of us in a bad spot. Oh, I don't know. Maybe getting my head caved in while I sleep? That would throw a real wrench in my plans. I ain't just saying this to be contrary, Commander. If he actually agrees to keep the peace, then fine, but I still gotta maintain due diligence. You should too. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
I'm all for giving folks a chance, but a cultist, Commander? Really? Well, if that's your only precondition, why don't we invite the Sovereign on board while we're at it? Or the Consul? Leaving all else aside, the problem is that we don't know this woman, and she's not giving us much cause to trust her. In fact, I say it's just the opposite. Make light if you like, Commander, but I'll be watching for that knife of hers. Anyway, I've said my piece. All I'm asking is to be mindful. Don't let her lure you to any undisclosed locations alone. Take Val when you go out together, at the very least.
Oh my god, I could imagine saying, Niles, we've been through this 10 years, goodbye. is she, by the way? She's by up. Ooh. Oh, excuse me.
You might follow a ruinous religious doctrine and be driven by irrational, bloodthirsty urges, but you're a rather effective killer, and I respect that.
That means a lot, coming from such a ruthless purveyor of death. Wish you'd let yourself really get into it sometimes, though. Get your face and hands drenched in blood.
That sounds disgusting, dear. Though I do appreciate the sentiment.
I like you a lot. You're awesome. You're a little...
What are we standing around jawing for? There's mayhem and murdering to be done.
She's just a little one note, you know? It's like, okay, cool, that's your story.
With the Council now in charge, harsher restrictions are likely to be implemented across Arcadia. Avoiding Protectorate capture, interrogation, and/or disembowelment is advised.
Oh yeah, I can, but I can't upgrade. Okay, so shock, bleed. Oh yeah, well she's got to have a bleed. I mean that's her thing. Immunity to plasma, immunity to shock. I'll do that since I'm shocking folks all the time. Oh, new crafting recipes, huh? Whoa. Doing so good here. Oh, I can make my own rockets. Yeah, we're doing good. Throwing items though. 20. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. Excuse me. Oh, it's its own place. Oh yeah, we'll totally just go there now.
Inez's grafts are unthinkable. Simply to get ahead, Auntie's choice expected her to permanently manifest a raptidon limb? A crabble claw? Sovereign's mercy. It appears she lives a life of constant self-maintenance, lest her grafts break down. Not to mention the discomfiture and pain of bearing a foreign edition. Not that it bothers me. She is an enemy of the Protectorate, after all. We would never afflict one of our own with such a fate.
Okay, I don't want to take Asa, but I think I'm going to take Maris. I think they would make a good team, maybe.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. What in places? These security measures should not be operational. And the station seems to be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully.
Okay. Override entry security unseal central processing. Entry disabled. Gateway unsealed. Latest announcement. Exception new line listening post. I've heard some muttering that the outpost there's the presence of dutiful tenders. Do not allow these rumors to bring about idleness. Talking log purged.
Is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops. Lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered.
Let's grab my, where's the auto hacker? I'm gonna put that. I like the glue ring. Oh!
It seems our intelligence was correct. There's clearly a door here, and I would hazard that we'll be able to open it somewhere on station. We should make sure the station is at full power. If there's an override, that's the only way it will work. Let us go. I feel a strange sense of nostalgia being here, and I do not enjoy it. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here. My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor.
Sure. Let me look at my. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Noted.
Good effort lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room. The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts.
I think your override's gonna activate some security alerts.
Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
Standing by to stupefy.
I knew that would happen. That's okay. Oh shit.
I cannot say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a protectorate holding before. Keep watch. It could be rather small and well hidden. Ah, I think I've spotted it. Look there at the valve beside the sickly yellow pipe. There behind the room's main pillar.
Don't stress. We already found it. Let me just kill these animals in here. Okay.
I'm certain of movement below. Gird yourself with determination.
Passcode is limber. No, let's try amulet. No, wingtip. No, sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it. Ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility like this. Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait, I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
I knew this man when I was still a cadet. Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him. That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be done.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible. He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to be something of a ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe last time we met, he'd vandalized a janitorial automech in an attempt to make it spew profanity.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
My patience is beginning to dwindle. We should put an end to this morose situation as soon as we can.
I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions. I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with the station's location and credentials to bypass its defenses. May have tripped a few on my way here. Can't recall. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. That is all I know. I don't even know the name of this station.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action. Even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration, it remains a deadly serious infraction. I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not. I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. Sedition can happen unconsciously, just as it may consciously. There is a difference. A murderer's family is imprisoned, whereas they are not in the case of incidental death. But I do suppose the perpetrator's punishment does not change. Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about protectorate law, I do at least see your point. It is fortunate you have gained my trust, or I would not bend to one who had not. Justice must serve a purpose. Okada may live, and I hope we shan't regret it. Be gone. You've been granted your final stay of execution. Should our paths ever cross again, you know what will occur.
I didn't think this would happen. Thank you, Cadet Rao. My apologies for all the strife I caused over the years. And you, without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here, take these. I suppose you'll have more use for them than I, in my present state.
Allowing a Sub Rosa agent to leave with his life in the heart of a protectorate station. We may have to speak on this further. But let us see what we came here for first.
Judgment serves as the Arbiter's hammer. What is the Arbiter's scalpel?
The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal, I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years. Our work at the refugee camp did not slake your investigative hunger? I doubt you'll be able to surmise it exactly, but come even close, and I shall be impressed. For myself, the Supreme Arbiter, and Virgil especially, if judgment is the Arbiter's gavel, what is the Arbiter's scalpel?
Dang.
Not quite, I'm afraid. An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an Arbiter's scalpel is analysis. Try entering that.
Should grab that real quick. Arbiter Andros from console. Message deleted. To Sovereign Varric, war effort. To most esteemed Sovereign, a message to inform you of recent casualties. Estimates in last year, we lost several thousand of Arcadia's finest. This doubles the loss. There's 2 years each subject taken from us. Revenge 100-fold, but loss continuing on. I know whatever pain I feel is only a fraction of that you feel for losses or people. Supreme Arbiter. Andros. Entries. The consul going to meet me at my quarters, Adam Prater. Exact intent uncertain. It's as if he has a sense when I came. When I am both at my busiest and least interested in seeing him. The execution he broadcast of these captured exemplars were barbaric. Could they not? He is. He is a brute. We see violence as a solution to every problem. I can handle my duties in temporary. We always will. I never expected it was necessary to return to this location. This sovereign has assured us that central control is perfectly safe. He has reslung Golden Ridge with a complete withdrawal. This will be my secondary offer, scurrying about like an insect. But if I am killed, the shattered image would have become my arbiters, preventing this room's demolition, encouraged, retrofitting, prudent. My pupil will progress at tolerably latest experiment. 37 arrests, total 6 executions. This new device is cut version saying the console's mustache looks like a Bradware. Tristan's anger is a tight leash. Is on a tight leash. But he misses details in high-stress situations. Bridge will keep steady and dire, but he lacks iron. There should have been at least 12 executions this week, but Bridge will balked each time he was alone.
From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, but I do not believe she would have met with the Consul unless she had no other choice. And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa. I couldn't imagine the Consul pinning his duties on someone so clearly out of sorts as our recently departed friend. Besides, he has his own agents. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at Central Control is less tumultuous. As for Okada, I'm not sure what to think. My decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified. But he was acting against the Protectorate, even if he didn't know it. How can I act as an arbiter of justice if I allow a traitor a reprieve? Objectively to whom? Damn it! Forget this. Forget it all. I can't allow any specter of doubt to creep into my decisions. Let us list this incident as a fluke and move on. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, we'll grow ever closer to discovering the Supreme Arbiter's true killer. And, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much. Now let us return to the incognito and plan out our next steps.
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently prepared. No. The Sentinel worked on the Consul's behalf. I do note that the agent was an odd wrinkle. But that still does not fly in the face of what I believe. Excellent. I look forward to it.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay, we have 5 left. Oh, we definitely gotta do speech. And hack, perfect. Nice. Oh, I get a perk too. Alright, anything fun and new? Charlatan. Oh, I kind of like that. Okay. All right, now we're off to, excuse me. Back to Praetor.
Let us make our way to Central Control forthwith.
You got it. But this time I gotta break. Sorry, Marisol, I'd like to take you, but I gotta take her. Alrighty, this is a perfect place to stop. I'll see you guys next time.